Hi guys, welcome back to Sin City Living. Jason here with today's video. So today is in strategy that was emailed to us. Thank you very much for emailing it to us. This week is the first week in a long time that I had that I had even one email, and we had 3 or 4 emails. So definitely happy to shoot these for you guys. So this one is a strategy that was sent to us, and it's a comeback strategy. And it's a pretty basic strategy. With a small twist in that they're pressing their odds. So we're going to go over the strategy first, and then we're going to discuss it. So the strategy starts out with a with a $10 pass line bet. They are on a $10 minimum bet table. $10 minimum bet table. 3, 4, 5 odds. So standard odds. And it doesn't matter what the point is. They do 1 unit, and then they do a 2-point Molly system. So they'll have a couple of come bets that travel. Let's just say the 8 and the 5 for now. And again, they do 1 unit. Now, what they do is after they collect 2 to 3 times, they press up their odds. So after 2 or 3 collections, they're going to go to 2 unit odds. Now after 2 or 3 more collections, they're going to go to max odds. And then 2 to 3 more collections after that, they will add a comeback. They do mention that you can, if you like, go to a continuous comeback if you like. Completely up to you. You can either go to a 3-point Molly system, or you can go to the continuous comebacks, whatever you like. So that is their strategy in its entirety. So let's take a look at it. Let's analyze it. Before I do, by the way, don't forget, guys, if you're looking for an online casino to try your strategies on, or just fart around basically at very low limit tables, I did find an awesome online casino for you guys. So just check the links down below. It links you to a couple of free money sign up bonuses. But they have craps, they have roulette, they have a great sports book. So 2-point Molly with single odds. Win a few times, go to double odds. Win a few times, go to max odds. Win a few more times after that, you go to a 3-point Molly system or a continuous come system. Okay, so the first thing I would tell you is this is a good strategy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this strategy. Come bets are a very viable strategy, and combat players definitely do win money for sure. Now, the downside to come bets, there's a couple of downsides to come bets. Now, the first thing is people will talk about, diehard come bet players will talk about how, the house edge. Well, the house edge is because you're including going through the come and through the pass line, through the come out roll on the pass line. And yes, when you include that into the bet, the overall life of the bet, it does have the best house edge of any bet that's going to be on the table, with the exception of don'ts. But don'ts have that danger of the come out roll, whereas here the come out roll is the positive. Now, as I always say, you can't just go house edge, because all house edge means is you lose your money slower. So the downside to come bets is you're missing out on all these other numbers. You miss out on all the other numbers, and also number has to hit twice in order to get paid once. So $10 minimum bet table, which means 2 $10 come bets plus odds. It is not only possible but likely to never once hit on most rolls, on the average rolls, to never once hit any of these. Now, you'll make your $10 back if you've only gotten to 1 and the 7 outcomes, or if you're on your first one of the 7 outcomes, gonna make you $10 there. So you would only have lost $10 in that situation. In this situation, you would have lost $30. In this situation, you would have lost $60. Now with this $40, you could either do something along these lines, and have a much higher probability of actually getting paid. But if we're going to stick to the come bets, now let's analyze it. Now this is the other big problem. Okay. Again, if you take the come bet, if you take the actual time in the come out, now the house edge, once they travel, the house edge on come bets is the exact same as the house edge would be on a place bet. Remember that bonus house edge only occurs during the come out roll. That's for one roll. Well, unless you get a 2, 3, 7, 11, or 12. But once they travel, their house edge now becomes the exact same as a place bet. So right here, you have $20 at risk. As a come bet, you're going to make $23. If you were to place $20, or you're going to make $22, I'm sorry. If you're going to place it, if you were to place an improper $20, same amount of money bet, you would actually make $23. So you would make an extra dollar there. Here, you're going to make $25. If you have the exact same amount bet as a place bet, you're going to make $28. You're going to make an extra $3 there. You're going to make an extra $1 here on as a place bet. Now, once you go up to 2 unit odds, right, and they include with those wins a pass line bet, so just 2 to 3 hits of any type. So if you go up to here now at 2 units, you're going to make $34 or $35 as a place bet. Over here at 2 units, you're going to make $40 or $42. So again, come bets are actually kind of weak as far as how much you're going to get paid for the equivalent amount of money. It's just a few dollars difference here and there. It's not that big a deal. It truly, truly, truly isn't. So if you prefer to play come bets, then this is not a bad strategy at all. Because one of the primary weaknesses of most come bet players is that they never press their bets. They never press their bets. And the thing is, you can press your bets. You can press your bets, and I'm not sure if, I believe it was Angela that sent this to us, I'm not sure if he is aware, but there is actually something else you can do as well. Like he says, once you've collected 2 or 3 times, go up to 2 times odds, collect 2 or 3 times, go up to 5 times odds, or 3 times odds, 4 times, go up to max odds, 3, 4, 5. And then after that, add another come bet. Well, there's also something else you can do as well. So let's say we're at max odds. So in this case, that would be 40 and 50, right? So now, again, we could take a look at this. This would win $70, right? And if it was a place bet, it would also win $70. So it comes out the exact same. Now this would win $70. I'm sorry, only 50 there. And as a place bet, it would win $70. So once you get to the max odds, it's the exact same, except that it had to hit twice in order to get paid. But you were not constrained by this. Just because you were at max odds, you were at your 3, 4, 5 odds, does not mean that you are constrained by it. Let's say you take 2 or 3 hits, and now you're ready to increase your exposure on the table. So you're thinking about adding that third come bet in. Well, there's also nothing, absolutely nothing, anywhere in the rules that says you can't throw this in and say, I want to press the 8. Because you can now go from a $10 flat bet to a $15 flat bet with max odds. It's allowed. It's called a put bet. It's no different than just doing a standard put bet. You're just pressing it up. You could do the same thing over on the 5. You could throw in a quarter and say, I want to press it. That's my odds. Cool, there you go. Now you have a $15 flat bet with max odds. And so you don't necessarily have to go to that third come bet. You can if you want. You could also continue your press, only you're pressing the entire bet. You have to press the flat bet as well. 90% of casinos you can do that. There are a few casinos, and they're, as to the best of my knowledge, break-in houses that don't allow put bets. The reasonings for not allowing put bets are stupid. It doesn't make sense. When I worked for one place that did not allow put bets, when I tried to get them to explain to me why they didn't allow put bets, their explanation again made no sense. Or the few that attempted to give me an explanation, it was just dumb. My guess on why they don't allow put bets is because it's a somewhat more advanced bet. So you run into a lot more dealers that are not aware of it, especially break-in dealers. And the break-in houses worry about the confusion of the dealers and the confusion of the boxes, because the break-in houses typically have much weaker floors and boxmen as well, so they may not be aware. So overall, it's a good strategy. I see strategies like this all the time, not with the pressing of the odds, well, kind of, not with the global pressing of the odds. I will see strategies where people start doing more odds on a traveled come bet, but again, a lot of people don't realize they can throw more money in and press the odds on come bets that have already made it to their numbers. And come bet players absolutely win money. They catch a good roll, they absolutely win money. So this is a pretty good strategy. I like the fact that they take advantage of pressing and have a plan of when they press. So yeah, pretty cool strategy. I hope you guys like it. Thank you very much for sending it to me, and we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on T-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.